my channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you guys a nice alternative to the traditional spinach creamy spinach recipe that you know of. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. All the measurements will be available for you in the description box below. So to start off with, I'm going to start off with some oil inside my pan, and then to that I'm going to be adding some red onion. If you don't have red onion, you're welcome to use your normal brown onion. I just use the red onion so that I can have some color contrast in my dish. Then we're just going to saute that until our onion is nicely translucent. Then we're going to be adding some spinach. I've just roughly chopped up my spinach into small pieces. I'm just going to add that straight into my pan. Then I'm going to just evenly distribute it as a first. I will also be adding a little bit of water because I did clean my spinach a few days before and then I refrigerated it, so it's almost completely dry. But if you are using fresh spinach that you just got and you just washed, you don't have to add any water because it's going to be able to sweat it out. So I'm just going to give that a quick mix, and I'm going to allow it to come to a wilt after like 5 minutes. And you can see the way that I'm choosing to mix my spinach in the pot. I'm doing it in this way so that I can continue to break it down into smaller pieces. So you'll do this for about 10 minutes. Spinach cooks really quickly, so you don't have to spend too much time cooking your spinach. In the meantime, I'm going to show you guys a hack that I use. I just take some cream of mushroom soup and then I mix that with a little bit of milk. So this is what I do, especially because I'm not going to be adding any mushrooms to my creamy spinach, and also because I don't have fresh cream. If you do have fresh cream, then you can omit the step and just add the cream directly, but I find that this works really well because it also helps with thickening the sauce as well. So now that I'm done with that mixing, I'm going to just go back to my spinach, try to break it down a little bit more, and then I'm going to go on ahead and add the cream of mushroom mixture. Then I'm going to mix it in, and you know with soup what happens most of the time, it starts to thicken. So I will also be adding a little bit of water just to loosen that up. The aim here is to make sure that your creamy spinach is not in a very thick sauce, because if you're not going to be serving it immediately, as it starts to cool down, it actually continues to thicken up with the sauce. Okay, so I'm going to give that a quick mix, and then I'm going to let that simmer for about 3 minutes. Okay, so after 3 minutes, this is what my spinach is looking like. My spinach is already fully cooked through, and at this point the sauce has also sort of tried to start reducing, and I'm also confident that my soup has also cooked through. So this is what it is currently looking like. I'm going to give that a quick mix, then I'm going to proceed, and then I'm going to add the next ingredient, which is my sweet corn. So this is one whole can of sweet corn that I'm using. My sweet corn was preserved in water. I do know that you can also get sweet corn that is preserved in some type of a cream. If you love or prefer that one, you can definitely use it, but I just used a normal sweet corn. Then to that, I'm just going to be adding some grated cheddar cheese. If you don't have cheddar cheese that you can grate, you can add the slices as well. You're more than welcome to use whichever cheese you've got on hand. Then I seasoned that with a little bit of black pepper. So at this point, I'm sure you've noticed that I haven't added any other seasonings. I haven't added any other salt. That's because my soup mixture does come with quite an amount of salt, so I didn't want to add any more salt than that. I'm going to allow that to simmer for like a minute using the latent heat from the plate of the stove. You can see that it is already off. At this point, I was also just testing it to check if the salt is fine, and indeed mine was fine. And that is it. It's a quick and easy, simple recipe. Try it out. Let me know how you find this recipe. Do also let me know if you're interested in other creamy spinach recipes, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.